Hello viewers, in today's video let's look at the top 10 most insane movie stunt footage. Stay tuned. Isn't it a thing of beauty, cinematic magic? We'll be looking at the most inventive, out-of-the-box, and risky ways that directors have achieved famous shots in cinema and television for this list. Here are the scariest and most shocking action moments ever shot for a movie that will have you on the edge of your seat. Number 10. Too Long Takes, 1917-2019. The idea of shooting 1917 in one take, well, technically two takes, piqued the interest of film audiences and, more importantly, filmmakers. How did you manage to pull that off? With a lot of practice and finesse, to be sure. Although Alfred Hitchcock's Rope in 1948 was one of the first films to use continuous shots, Sam Mendes' 1917 takes things to a whole new level. The secret cuts are expertly concealed, with cameras following the action on foot, in a jeep, and on motorcycle, sometimes all in the same take. The sets were designed to accommodate both the distance they would travel and the size of the cameras. Actors rehearsed scenes meticulously, pacing out how long dialogue would take. Number 9. Speed Running. Avengers: Infinity War, 2018. With all of the action in Avengers: Infinity War, it's easy to overlook how much effort goes into each shot. Remember that part in Captain America and Black Panther where they outrun everyone and leap ahead of the pack with superhuman speed? It's all too simple to believe it's CGI, yet it isn't. The producers used a network of wires to hoist the actor from above and pulled him from the front, similar to a zip wire. In reality, the 2008 film The Incredible Hulk uses a similar tactic. The characters appear to be moving fast across the ground as a result of this. To complete the illusion, all the actors have to do is run as fast as they can. Captain America is one of the Marvel Universe's most powerful heroes, but he's also one of the world's quickest Avengers and humans. Captain America is known for his might and pure might, but in a new teaser for an upcoming issue of Avengers that shows what Marvel's super team does on their days off, Steve Rogers sets the world record for the fastest man on Earth. Number 8. Skydiving Cameraman. Mission Impossible, Fallout 2018. When it comes to movie effects, the simplest approach isn't always the best. How do you get the perfect shot of Tom Cruise jumping out of a plane in a halo? Or high-altitude low open? Jump? Get a cameraman to exit the plane backwards, with a camera on his head, of course. Despite the fact that it's a simple, though horrifying concept, the team had to put in a lot of practice time. Over 100 practice jumps to be exact. Add in the fact that they had to build a special rehearsal wind tunnel, as well as Cruise's bespoke helmet, and the fact that they only had a 3-minute window per day to film, and you have one of the most simple, yet most intricate, action shots ever. Number 7. The T-Rex is real. Jurassic Park, 1993. The combination of practical and computer-generated effects in Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park blew people's minds when the film first came out in theaters. The T-Rex attack is without a doubt one of the film's most memorable scenes. The realism of the Tyrannosaurus Rex in this sequence has stood the test of time, thanks in part to the fact that they utilized a real T-Rex, or at the very least, a real puppet. In actuality, two models were built: a full-body, 12,000-pound latex-covered, hydraulically powered animatronic dinosaur, and a head and torso model that was employed for close-ups to further emphasize the reptile's dread. Nowadays, CGI reigns supreme, but Spielberg proved that mixing both practical and computer-generated effects is the winning formula for a timeless film. Number 6. Red Car. Children of Men, 2006. Children of Men, directed by Alfonso Cuarón, contains some of cinema's most claustrophobic and gripping single-shot moments. However, this scenario, which features a surprise attack on a country road, was undoubtedly the most technically demanding for the filmmakers to create. The camera appears to defy physics by hovering around the inside of an automobile, capturing all of the action, from passing bad men to gory fatalities. This was accomplished using a specially made car with the roof removed and a man driving like a go-kart at one end, while the team sat surrounding the action. To work around the camera, the actors' motions were meticulously rehearsed. The car seats had to be hinged in order to be able to move out of the way when needed. Number 5. Set change. Kidding, 2018. Time delays are always interesting. Real-time time-lapses, on the other hand, are unique. We're taken on a journey as a woman's life, an apartment, undergoes a series of significant changes as time passes, all in one take. In this sequence from the TV show kidding. The team works with great timing to modify several elements of the set, from the wallpaper to the furnishings, using close-ups of a TV to disguise the activities behind the camera. Even actress Ricki Lindholm's outfits shift in front of our eyes. We even get to witness her puppy grow up. The final product is simply amazing. Number 4. The Vertigo Effect. Vertigo, 1958. Alfred Hitchcock experimented with many different new camera methods in his films since he was committed to pushing the boundaries of filmmaking. The dolly zoom, often known as the vertigo effect, was one of the most distinctive effects he popularized. This technique was memorably used in this scene from the 1958 film Vertigo, in which John Ferguson looks down from the heights of the tower shaft, terrified. When a camera operator approaches a subject and slowly zooms out, or vice versa, the effect is achieved. Although a scaled model of a skyscraper was employed to capture the scene in Vertigo, the effect is still the same. Although a scaled model of the skyscraper was employed to capture the scene in Vertigo, the effect is still the same. From Steven Spielberg's Jaws in 1975 to Martin Scorsese's Goodfellas in 1990, the method has impacted filmmakers all around the world. Number 3. Spinning Hallway. Inception, 2010. Christopher Nolan, like Steven Spielberg, is a major enthusiast of practical effects, going to great efforts to obtain the shot. And speaking of mind-blowing, Inception, released in 2010, is one of his most ambitious films, both mentally and visually. Two individuals fight in a hallway in this dream sequence, but gravity shifts and they fight on the walls and ceiling. All of this was accomplished by meticulous choreography, a few wires, and a massive rolling corridor set that rotated as the performers fought. Taking pictures of the side, on the other hand, was a very different story. The camera was literally suspended on the end of a massive telescoping arm, with the only lighting coming from the wall lamps and light bulbs in the scene. Number 2. Forced Perspective. The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, 2001. Unlike the isolating green screen fest that was the Hobbit films, which, believe it or not, nearly drove Ian McKellen to leave acting for good, The Lord of the Rings films largely avoided using CGI to make their Hobbit figures diminutive in stature. Instead, they resorted to the use of forced perspective. This resulted in Hobbit performers being placed further away from the camera, with set designs allowing their positioning and giving the impression that they were standing side by side with actors who were closer to the camera. Different sized props, such as smaller and larger scale tables, were also utilized. A life-sized Gandalf and a pint-sized Frodo are the eventual results. That's pretty cool, right? Number 1. Bullet Time. The Matrix, 1999. Let's face it, we've all tried to replicate Neo's bullet-avoiding skills at one point or another. But how did they do it in front of the camera? That's right, it wasn't done with just one camera. It was done with a number of cameras, all at the same time. The Matrix popularized the bullet time effect, which appears to freeze or slow down the action and gives us a 360-degree view of what's going on. This was accomplished by patching together a number of diverse photos captured within milliseconds of each other, and sometimes by as many as 120 different cameras. As a result, the filmmakers were able to create a smooth wraparound slow-motion shot in several classic parts of the film that appears physics-defying and unquestionably magnificent. Indeed, whoa! Well, use the comment section below to share your thoughts with us. Hope you enjoyed the show. If so, please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the subscribe button. Also, show us some love by clicking on the like button below and sharing the video with your friends and family. Turn on the notification button to get updates on our new videos. That's all we had for today. Bye. See you next time in